Thom Duma Fine Jewelers, located on the Courthouse Square in Warren, Ohio, has always been known for creating and offering the finest of fine when it comes to jewelry as an experience. But right before the pandemic brought the world to a grinding halt, a big name made Thom Duma an even bigger destination, and not just for jewelry.
It is still relatively fresh, if you will, and Rolex wanted an environment. So for them, it's important that their guests, which are our guests, have an elevated experience, and they feel. And I really, not that you had to do much for me to buy into that, but yes, what makes me different than anybody else is an experience. And we all sell jewelry to a certain extent, if you're talking jewelry stores or even in a retail environment, whether you're buying clothes or whatever that is. When you have a favorable experience, that makes all the difference, right? And it's just the way you're treated, or you offered a beverage, and wow, the room, just the ambiance of everything, right? And especially in a jewelry store, what do they say as far as remodels? Bathrooms and kitchens, jewelry stores trump all of those.
Yes, you heard Tom correctly. Thom's store is now also the home to the renowned Rolex watch brand, complete with its own showroom experience center that is separate from the rest of the store. But it all started back in 2002 with a simple letter.
I just, wrote a letter and said, Meg, we'd love to have Rolex, and one thing led to another, and like I said, it wasn't even a year later we had Rolex, and so I was very blessed. And especially today, I think there's only like 175 Rolex doors in the United States. So it's a pretty prestigious club to be a part of, and I'm just very thankful and blessed that we're part of it.
Upon entry, it's hard not to feel special, since every aspect of this space was designed to showcase what makes this brand inherently special. Every second and every hour has created a timeline full of history.
Before Rolex, everybody had pocket watches, or they had watches that you had to wind, and nobody thought watches were accurate. So that's why the pocket watch, and mariners all had pocket watches, and nobody had a wrist watch. And so Hans went out to prove that he can make a reliable, accurate watch that you could wear on your wrist, called a wristwatch. And no matter what you did, if you were climbing a peak of Mount Everest, going down to the Mariana Trench, you can wear that watch and it's going to hold up. And that's the success that they built that whole reputation on. And today, not only can it do anything you can do as a human, but it's also a symbol for achievement.
And that symbol comes at a price, but these days it also comes with a weight. And patience might be the most valuable thing anyone could have if they're looking to own a Rolex. After a global shutdown, the company stood the test of time to ensure every watch was made with precision.
It takes 1 year to build one watch. For the amount of parts that are in every Rolex manufacturer is a true manufacturer, because they manufacture every part of the watch. They control it all. They grow the sapphires for their crystals. They refine their own metals in gold and platinum. They invented the machines in order to make the watches. It's an incredible story.
So how long would it take to become an owner of a new Rolex? Well, even Tom had a hard time answering that question.
Everybody wanted a Rolex, all at the same time. When the pandemic, and we couldn't build them fast enough. So now what do? So now, thank the Lord for people that have patience, and we'll get you one. It's just a matter of some come in quicker than others. Depends on the dial. It depends on the model. So they have so many different models and styles that maybe the one you want, I'll get it in a month. If not, then some of the professional series are a little farther out than that.
That's okay. A little farther out, we'll leave it at that.